Peet have managed to change as our society has changed, and that's why they're so relevant today, and throughout each phase of their history have been relevant. They knew that if they focused on people, they would be a far more impressive organisation. And they picked up the notion of selling community rather than property.
Any company that's been in business for as long as Peet has is going to have evolved over the time that they've been around. I think Peet isn't better because it's old because it's better.
Looking back at the history of Peet and all the great things that it's done in the past and is currently doing, just that in itself makes me proud to say that I work at Peet.
Peet is still here after 130 years because they know how to put people first.
Peet have built a reputable brand that people trust. That trust has been built over generations through consistency and strong values.
There's consistency of respect, collaborative effort, trust and integrity in who you deal with. You have a solid partner in Peet.
One of the beauties of Peet is that they have got a multi-layered leadership team. So it isn't based on a personality, it's based on the expertise of a lot of different people, which means that when contexts change, the way that Peet go about their business changes.
In my role, being able to bring the community into those spaces and our public open spaces and seeing them come to life through community events and seeing the joy on people's faces when they can get to meet their neighbours and really start to put down their roots and build not just a home but a life within our communities, and that is really inspiring to see.
There's a lot of gratification in seeing things go from planning all the way to a community being built. Seeing people move in, take their dogs out for a walk, enjoying the parks and spaces that are being built. For me, that's what it's all about.
At a time when it didn't have to, it really focused on not just building the physical infrastructure of a neighbourhood, but on the social fabric of that neighbourhood as well.
We don't just simply build infrastructure and create parcels of land. At Peet we build communities. Flagstone's a prime example of how we go about building community. So right from the start we've fostered and curated community groups. So we've got the Flagstone Community Association.
Here in South Australia we're most proud of our Fort Largs project. To pick up a 200-year-old fort that was not looked after, to be able to turn that into a thriving new community that's a benefit for everyone on the Leflego Peninsula. It's a really amazing achievement. To work with a number of heritage groups and historical groups and make them really proud of the outcome was pretty special as well. So it's really a project that we're all proud of. Yeah.
Lakelands was within the middle of nowhere, so Peet put together a group called the Heartbeat Group. So many different issues are being addressed in an ongoing manner. That's an example of what Peet does everywhere. Peet developed a nursery which had 70 young people go from unemployment through training to work.
Peet, as the large developer they are, have really set benchmarks for the rest of the market I guess there's only them and a couple of others as peers to them that really have set that benchmark to make sure that there's high standards for us to construct our developments to here in Western Australia.
I'm also looking forward to see how Peet evolves as a business, as the world and people's needs change.
They adapt to market shifts, they've got a strong emphasis on community and sustainability, and yeah, they're always forward thinking.
I can't imagine another company that has that kind of has had that kind of impact in the housing market in Australia. I can't imagine a legacy that would outdo that.